If you enjoy playing with yourself, I've got a couple of great games for you. Wait.
Ladies, gentlemen, geeks of all ages, you are now entering BJ Shea's Geek Nation. Welcome.
Hey guys, Chris Walker here, Walk Like a Fan with BJ Shea's Geek Nation, Uncle Chris on BJ and Migs. Now I know I've told you guys before about how hard it is sometimes for me to get together with the rest of my gaming group because I live so much farther away from everybody, right? It's hard for me to travel up to see them, it's hard for them to travel down here to see me, so what that means is I usually wind up playing a lot of games all by myself. Like I'll set up the game and I will just play 2 or 3 players against myself just to get an idea for the game. A lot of times it's about learning the game so that I can then teach other people how to play when I do manage to get together with them. That doesn't mean I don't enjoy it. I really, really like playing games, and even if I have to play the games by myself, that's fine. I mean, if it's a good enough game, I'm still going to enjoy myself. Obviously, I can't strategize too much because I know exactly what all the other players are doing. I try to play it as fair as I can. I try to use as little personal knowledge as possible when I'm playing against the other players, even though they're all me. I try to do that. It can get a little frustrating at times, and I really prefer to be playing with other people, or at the very least, I prefer to not know what else is going on in the game so that then I can formulate my own strategy and make the game more fun for myself. Well, as you can well imagine, I did get more than a couple of games for Christmas because that's what I told everybody I wanted, and, well, they went for it. 2 of the games I did get, The Witches and Fallout. I got both of these ones for Christmas, and they both have a built-in solo mode. So, you do have a couple of great board games here, strategy games, that do work with other players. They're not just solo games, alright? You got 1 to 4 players on either one of these games. You can have a whole game session with other players and play a game. But they both have built into them solo mode, a solitaire version of the game. You can play the game all by yourself against the game, and I think that's really fantastic. This is something that I would really like to see more games sort of figure out and get a way to make sure that they have a solo mode for their games, because I do spend a lot of time playing games by myself. Can't always get people around to play with. So that made me extra excited when I opened both of these up and started reading the rule books and saw that they both have a solo mode. You can take your little wasteland wanderer guy here, and you can trundle around the wasteland, and you can pick up bottle caps, and you can roll for damage, and you can do all these other things all by your lonesome, and you're still playing against the game. You're still being able to strategize and make your moves count and mean for something, and that is a great thing you can do. Or you can play the witches, and you can take your little witch apprentice, and you can hop around different parts of Lancry here, figuring out how to solve people's problems and making the Discworld a better place. If you don't know about Discworld stuff and the witches, then you need to look into that real quick because it's like my favorite thing. Now, this is the first Fallout board game that I've seen. The Witches is actually the second or third in a series based on Terry Pratchett's Discworld, and I'm really, really excited to play these things with other people, but as it turns out, I don't have to, so that's fine. I can play these ones by myself. And so to sort of sum it all up, if you're like me and you love playing games but you can't always get together with other people to play games, then maybe look into one or the other of these two, or both. I mean, go crazy, buy them both. They're great games. And that way you'll have an option to sit and play a board game by yourself. I mean, video games are great, obviously. Love Fallout. But sometimes I get a little bored with that. My real passion, my real hobby is board games. And so this is great that I have these 2 games that both have solo modes, both have solitaire mode. Both I can just sit down and play, and I don't have to worry about getting a whole bunch of other people together or having to argue with a bunch of people about what the rules mean. I can figure it out for myself, and I love that. That's about all the time I have for right now, guys. I just wanted to share a little bit with you. Maybe I'll do a little playthrough video on both of these. Maybe not, especially if I'm going to be playing solo mode and get it up on YouTube for you guys. Maybe. We'll see. In the meantime, though, I want to know if you know of any other games. Leave a comment down below. If you know of any other games that have their own solo modes, let me know. I would love to get some more of this kind of thing, because when I'm sitting around by myself and I want to play a game, which is a lot, I'd love to have more games like this to play. Let me know. And until next time, guys, stay nerdy. Film that. Blah, blah.